What's up guys, Jim Dyer here. I just had my very first day of school the other day and it was so exciting. And right afterward, I got to go on this amazing hike right behind the school. So check it out. Without further ado, I'll just let you see what it's all about. Catch y'all on the flip side. I have the privilege and honor of teaching at an indigenous Taiwanese tribe school. So you can see on the wall here some of their artwork leading up to the start of the trail. It's really such an amazing culture, and I can't wait to show you more about them as I go into the future. There were also these bamboo or other material water tubes everywhere that I found to be really interesting that I'm assuming the tribe used to get natural rainwater. I used a leak in one of them to cool down during my really hot hike. The trail was more or less straight up and often had sandbags or steps built into the mountain and other things to help prevent erosion, and more or less just to create an incline that people could feasibly go up. So it was really cool and a really fun and interesting hike, and I definitely enjoyed having these interesting like stone steps just built straight into the mountain. Some guy's pouring his heart and soul into a song and he's just not hitting the notes. I love it though, you gotta respect him, but like, it's really funny in this forest. Like the vibes are pretty dissonant. Yeah, that was pretty weird. I can't tell if I loved it or like really hated it, but you know, whatever, it was there. Shortly thereafter, the trail got decidedly steeper with these thousands of stone steps just carving their way straight up into the mountain. I really, really enjoyed that. I totally feel like I'm doing one of those like religious monk pilgrimage walks, you know what I'm talking about, where they like have like the 100,000 steps carved in the face of some like giant mountain in China. Obviously I'm in Taiwan, but same idea in terms of the culture for a lot of it. Holy shit. That's new. Oh yeah, baby, we are finally starting to get some altitude up in this boy. You could see down into the little, like, I don't know, valley plainsy area a little bit, but there was still a lot more to go. So what's really incredible is that I have this amazing privilege, just so lucky that my school that I am teaching at this this year is located right down there. You can't like maybe see it through the trees there. That is my school. That's Jiayi Guoxiao, Jiayi Elementary School. And I'm teaching at some other schools too, but that's my main school. And today is the first day of school, or rather tomorrow is, but today's the prep day. So I was in there working, doing preparation, and this big meeting coming up. So she was like, you can just go. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, no, there's a big ass mountain right behind this, like a really famous cool hiking trail just actually right behind my school. So it was like, it's only like 1:30, let's check it out. So here we are now. I haven't eaten too much today. Feels like some afternoon thunderstorms might come on. And I have a little bit of water, but it's a little questionable. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited though. Quick side note, editing that made me realize how much when I'm hiking, I just like speak in spurts and then stop. I think something that's especially cool for me right now is the fact that I just lived in California for the past like 4 years, not really because of COVID, more like 3 odd or something, but some of the mountainous terrain reminds me of this a bit. But the obvious big difference is that that is a super Mediterranean climate where there is like no rain and no greenery. And here I am actually below like the Tropic of Cancer. Put up there if it's right or wrong. That means that I live in the tropics, like dead ass, I live in the tropics. So I'm actually just in like this lush jungle climate where like, thank God I love the color green, because if I didn't, I would not be able to escape it. And the fact that this could actually just be like an after school activity to me is absolutely crazy. Actually, even just a bit so far that I've lived here, less than a week out of quarantine, has already made me appreciate America so much more in so many ways. But I mean, like, you can't beat this. I've always said that I wanted to live in Hawaii at some point during my life, maybe. Like, that would be a cool thing to check out. I think I'm really fortunate for this experience because I don't feel like I need to anymore. I'm really grateful for this. There was just a giant fucking spider on my arm. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna avoid these. I'm gonna go this way. Oh God, the jungle's coming after me. Is it gone? Is it gone? I just like picked it off my arm and I was like, oh, there's some fuzz there. No, it was like a big ass spider. That's cool though. We're cool. Put a picture of a giant spider so that the audience knows my pain. Bam. How's that, huh? Not so cute or funny now, huh? 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 One thing I'll say about spiders is that they spin their webs way too damn fast. Like, I don't know if you've ever been hiking and you're going up a mountain or something and then walk through like a spider web and you're like, oh my God, spiders. And then like get their webs off you and maybe they're on you. You're like, oh my God. And then You go to the top, you come back down like 45 minutes later, and then you walk through another spider web, and you're like, I know I just came up here. So you spun this in like the past 45 minutes while I've been gone. There's just no escape. There's no escape. But this spider's non sequitur has gone on too long. So next bit, pew! Dude, I'm just like picking spider webs off me. We're not done with the spider non sequitur, apparently. We're starting to get into such exotic territory that I'm hearing noises that like I literally don't know if it's like some weird machinery or a bug. This one was just literally going like like it kind of sounded like a chainsaw. Can you hear it? To complain about, but it is still true that I am like, you're so loud. What are you? I don't really like those guys. They're kind of scary. But yes, the point I was getting to is that living... Shut up. Oh my God. Stop. You're such an attention whore. Be quiet. I'm trying to do a thing. At this point, it began to rain, which was really, really nice because it got a little bit cooler and there was fog rolling in, and I honestly just love the rain. So I really enjoyed this part. It's kind of raining harder now, and I definitely don't have a plastic bag or anything for my stuff. Oh, shelter. This is really, really cool this is here. I have absolutely no idea why it's here. I hope I'm not trespassing in like some indigenous place, because there's like a lot of like chairs and things. There's also a clock that's like, I think it's right. Yeah, I think it's right, which means it must be like wound and kept up. So I hope someone doesn't just come out of the woods and be like, what the fuck are you doing here? But I'm really grateful for this. I really, really wonder how high up I am, because Taiwan has the largest concentration of mountain peaks in the world that have elevations of over, I want to say 9,800 feet. There's like 250 something of them. And it's just absurd. Like, it's true. If you look at a map of Taiwan, put a map of Taiwan. So ding, there's the west coast. That is ding where I am living. East coast is quite empty, ding. And then you get the middle part, ding, ding, ding. And that has all these gigantic, crazy mountains on it. And that's just so insane to me, how it's like the flat outer parts, and then all of a sudden it just rises into this conglomeration of like epic mountain peaks. So my plan while I'm here is to explore more or less all of it that I can, certainly. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to that and sharing that all with you. And like right now, I'm wondering, because like I'm already so high up. This already feels so cool, but I know that like I'm not even that high up, and that there's like so much. It's probably gonna be like, yeah, you're at like 800 feet, and I'm gonna be like, what do you mean there's like 9,000 like more to go? Like what does that mean? I came across a lot of these tarp things that I wondered if they were part of the indigenous culture, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, there was a fork in the road and I didn't know which way to go, so I just went left. With the way that these shots are set up, you really can't tell how steep it is, but I filmed this because it's really, really steep. Like, it was really rocky and steep. But I must have been making good progress, because after all that, I had reached the top. That sign reads Lidingshan, which basically means the top of the large bamboo or straw hat mountain, which is a pretty cool name. Or weird, I don't know. That right there shows the elevation being 659 meters. So for all you guys out there who use freedom units, I'll save you the trouble of converting and say it's 2,162.07 feet. I would say it's probably a little higher than I thought, considering I more or less started at sea level, so that's pretty cool. And right at this time, the fog started rolling in through the forest, and it looked really great. I can't even tell you how amazing the fog rolling in feels right now, because besides the fact that my shirt is literally just soaking completely wet, I, for the 5th year in a row, am not experiencing seasons. So I mentioned I'm from New Jersey. Jersey boy at heart. Jersey. But 4 temperate deciduous seasons is what we get, which are like the kind of like classic idea of seasons, where it's like super hot summers, the really awesome like colorful autumns, the cold snowy winters, and then the spring where everything blooms up again, and then the cycle repeats. And that's what I'm used to my entire life. And then I moved to California. Fall into autumn, like pumpkin spice lattes. And then I was like, and I look around, and then like it's, you know, the weather's the exact same. So I think for me, what was really difficult about living there is the lack of seasons. And this place is so amazing, and it's temporary, and like obviously I'm so cool with that, but at the same time, like I really miss seasons. Like I bought like a cedar like pine candle that's gonna be really, really nice for me to have in my apartment, just to get that kind of smell and taste of home, both Jersey and California, honestly. In that case, this, like, oh man, It feels so good right now. This is like the coolest I've felt in a long time. What feels like a long time. And the coolest I might feel again for a long time. On the real though, everybody, I appreciate you watching this. I'm having a really good time sharing it, and it's really cool if you're enjoying checking it out. So I appreciate that very much, and subscribe if you haven't already, or I will adopt your cat. You know what I'm talking about. And yeah, stay smiling, everybody, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Peace out.